Hello, I'm Rico Cavella, and I want to welcome you to your Ageless Body Self-Care training on how to best take care of your skin. Now, this training is about skincare, and you probably think that skincare is mostly about how good your skin looks, but in fact, our skin is one of the most important organs in our body, and it's also our largest organ in our body, and it's our first line of defense against toxins. And it's a big part of our immune system. So we're going to learn how to take the best care of the beauty and the health of our skin from America's favorite dermatologist, Dr. Tess Mauricio. And we want you to know that our bodies are meant to be healthy and long-lasting, and that most of the common health challenges that so many people are dealing with are not natural, and we do not have to accept them as normal. So our goal is to offer you the latest cutting-edge, proven scientific information and strategies that you can trust from some of the top experts in the world, that you can begin using immediately to take the very best possible care of that amazing gift, your physical body. So this is about creating your healthiest, most energetic, best functioning, long-lasting body as possible. So we're very fortunate to be able to have Dr. Tess Mauricio to do our training. So Dr. Tess, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Rika, for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming and sharing your knowledge and wisdom with us. So let's start by talk a little bit about the importance of having healthy skin. Of course, not only to how good it makes you look, but how the health of your skin actually affects your overall health and well-being as well.
Well, absolutely. So, skin first, let's talk about why skin is so important. We all know it's the largest organ of our body. It is, it's visible to the outside world, which is why it's really important, not just for our vanity, but also, for our emotional and psychological well-being. But the skin really does a lot of things for us. It protects us from the outside world, from bacteria and viruses that we are exposed to 24 hours a day. It protects us from harmful rays from the sun, the ultraviolet rays that can damage the skin. It produces vitamin D, which now many studies link vitamin D deficiency to different types of diseases. And the skin is really where this is made in our body. It regulates our body temperature, fluid retention, moisture, and it recognizes pain sensations so that we avoid trouble. And so all of these things are really serving many functions, and that's the reason why having healthy skin is really important to health.
Wow, yeah, it's so many things the skin does. So I think more women are more in tune with taking care of their skin. So I hope some men listening or watching this will realize too that they need to take good care of their skin as well, right?
Yes, no, absolutely. I think for women, the issue is the cosmetic side, because the aging process tends, and sun damage tend to show maybe early signs of aging, discoloration, pigmentation, wrinkles, sagging, and women are more sensitive and are more bothered by those signs of aging and sun damage. And so the good news, though, is that we now have incredible ways to reverse a lot of that damage. But if we can avoid the damage, or at least minimize damage in the first place, that's much better.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some of the most common skin problems that you see, and what are some of the causes, and what can you do to prevent them?
Yeah, so I would say that, especially in my practice, I would say that the most common, one of the most common skin conditions that we deal with is acne. It's estimated about 40 million people in the United States have acne, and it's not just really a teenage issue, but we regularly see adults with acne. And so that spans many years. And acne really is, I think of it and I explain it to my patients, there's the genetic factor, there's hormones, there's plugging of the skin, and then there's bacteria. And so in order to get treatment for acne, we need to address different things. And that's why many of the acne treatments require multiple modalities, multiple products to really make sure that we address all of these issues.
And besides that,
Hold on. Babe, you're visible in the video.
Dr. Lee's back there as well. That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, besides acne, what are some of the other common skin problems that you see?
So eczema or atopic dermatitis, very, very common condition. Atopic dermatitis is a very common problem, especially in children. This presents itself as red, itchy skin. It sometimes can interfere with sleep. It can cause, really a lot of anguish for families dealing with this with a kid with atopic dermatitis. It also can extend beyond childhood. A lot of adults have eczema, and it can affect all areas of the body. And if it starts affecting areas like the face or, areas that are more exposed and people can see, it really can impact the psychological status of patients. And so usually these are treated with topical corticosteroids or immune suppressing products to decrease the inflammation that atopic dermatitis is caused by.
So would you say that still most of the things that people are dealing with the skin can be taken care of? So you definitely should go see a good quality dermatologist, right?
I think that the majority of skin problems are actually dealt with by primary care doctors, internal medicine doctors. Usually by the time they get a referral to a dermatologist, they're usually they've failed other treatments, or it's pretty serious, and so I think that it's important to address that. It's important to note that skin conditions have a lot of potential treatments, and so you don't have to wait until it's very bad. You don't have to wait till it's really affecting you, you're really uncomfortable, or it's really affecting your self-confidence before you seek help. Many of the problems that we see in dermatology are treatable. This is one of the reasons why I love practicing dermatology, is that we really have incredible treatment options for patients, and we really can help them.
Really good. Isn't it interesting also that almost all of, for whatever health challenges that we're dealing with, it still comes down to also our lifestyle, right? Everything responds if you eat a healthier diet and you exercise and you get enough sleep, and all those things are so important as well, right?
Absolutely. The skin is an amazing indicator for our overall health and well-being. Both, your physical health, part of our dermatology training is really learning about the skin manifestations of systemic diseases. So, chronic diseases like autoimmune diseases, for example, like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic kidney disease, all of those can have skin manifestations. And so the reason, part of the reason why evolutionarily we are attracted to people with clear, beautiful, healthy looking skin is that before we were able to really do testing on what's going on inside us medically, the skin is a good indicator. And so, vice versa, right? So the healthier we are, the better our skin can look. So nutrition, our mental health absolutely affects our skin. Some of the more common skin conditions like shingles, hives, psoriasis, dandruff, rosacea, even acne are all worsened with stress. And this is documented, and so we know that definitely if we can manage stress, we know that we can improve our skin's health.
Yeah, I know you take a real holistic approach with your patients, and I know you've always told me that one of the most satisfying things for you is when you help a person improve their skin. Not only is it improving their appearance, but they feel so much better about themselves, and so it really reduces stress, right?
Absolutely. So it works both ways. People with skin conditions, because it is our organ that is exposed to the outside world, are judged, they're shamed. There's a lot of psychological impact, negative impact that can have on a patient's well-being and confidence and self-esteem. And so when you, give patients, you help them get better, clearer, and more healthy looking skin, their self-esteem, their happiness level increases.
Yeah, so important. Well, tell us a little bit about some of your latest natural cosmetic treatments that you offer.
Absolutely. This is definitely something that I'm very passionate about. Nowadays people are looking for natural solutions to reverse sun damage, reverse the aging of the skin. And we now have incredible methods to activate our own natural ability to heal, repair, and regenerate. And it's really incredible. We can take skin that has a lot of discoloration, wrinkles, laxity, do treatments, whether that is laser treatments, fractional radiofrequency, combine it with growth factors from platelet-rich plasma, and even regenerative stem cells from adipose. We can restore the quality, the health of the skin, and permanently reset the aging of the skin. So it's very exciting. We know that it works, and we know that patients really, really love their results.
So that's really good news. So most skin problems, you don't have to live with them. There's some really good natural treatments for them.
Oh, well, this is why I do a lot of work with the media, Rico, is that it's really trying to create awareness, just like, as simple as acne. In the past, people used to think that this is just the normal part of growing up, normal part of puberty. We no longer feel that way. We know as dermatologists that this is a medical condition. And if we interfere and if we, provide treatments for these young teenagers, they don't have to get scars. They don't have to suffer psychologically. And so that goes with most of the things that we see on the skin.
And that's exactly what this whole self-care manual is about, is raising people's awareness that there's so many things that we can do to take care of our physical body and all aspects of our body.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so how about tell us a little bit about what would be your personal daily skin care routine and what you recommend to patients?
So I definitely recommend, I definitely recommend a good skincare regimen for everybody, men, women, and you can start this early. Even our teenagers, who have acne, we really recommend a multi-step skincare regimen, because one, you have to cleanse your skin, and you have to customize a skincare regimen based on what your skin is like. So if you have oily, acne-prone skin, your cleanser will be, different than if you have more mature, drier skin after menopause. So find a good cleanser that is good for your type of skin. Next, you want to use a serum. And a serum is wonderful because it usually is packed with incredible anti-aging, antioxidants, usually vitamin C, hyaluronic acid that can penetrate the skin deep and deliver those incredible ingredients to moisturize the skin, repair barrier, and also slow down the natural aging of the skin. And a moisturizer, it's very important for all of us, depending on where you live or the amount of humidity that is around you. You may need to use more moisturizer than others. Also, if you are postmenopausal and your skin is naturally drier, you may need to use more moisturizer. And then finally, I recommend most important is sun protection and sunscreen. Make it a part of your daily regimen. No matter if it's a cloudy day, no matter if it's raining, get it as a part of your normal regimen. And you'll find that when you do this, you will be, benefit in the long run. There's an immediate benefit, but in the long run, we really know that this can help you so much. So make sure to create a nice skincare regimen that you can follow through with.
And you'll be able to find a lot more about this with your company PDF. You'll find out all about a lot more of what Dr. Tess has to offer and how to contact her, and also some other tips on how to take care of your skin. One thing I forgot to ask you that I think that's important, with makeup for women. I know that it's so important, I think, these days to make sure you're using natural type cosmetics, because I know that we've known that there's so many toxic chemicals now, especially in lipsticks and all kinds of makeup. So talk to us a little bit about that.
I really think that, makeup is used a lot to cover skin blemishes and to cover issues, like acne on the skin. And so if we can improve a person's skin quality and overall healthiness, create even coloration, they will become more confident and use less makeup. Now, there are a lot of younger, kids and then, teenagers and millennials that love makeup just because, it's fashionable. And so I definitely recommend that less is more. And there are definitely more healthy mineral makeup. But if you can minimize the use of makeup, especially, foundations and, camouflage and concealers, because those tend to be thicker, you will allow your skin to be healthier. But it all starts with healthy skin. The healthier your skin, the more confident you are, and the less makeup you need.
I think that's some really good advice. Okay, I think we've really covered some really good things. You've offered some really good information and help. So this always comes down to this. So what ideas do you have to actually inspire people to actually implement some of these recommendations that you made?
Say that again.
Well, you've given some great information, but do you have some ideas of how we could actually inspire people to actually take action on your recommendations?
Well, I think that, now more than ever, we have so many tools. It's all about empowering yourself. And I think part of the reason why you are putting this together is that information is power. And so, let's use this information. We live in an amazing time where, practically whatever is bothering you, we probably have a solution for. And so don't allow it to, just, take over and, affect your self-esteem, affect your mood. Go and do something about it. It can be as simple as starting a skincare regimen, dealing with the pimples, dealing with pigmentation. And it really, you'll be amazed at how much of a boost that gives you. And when you start taking care of yourself in a small way, this will be a start of just taking care of yourself in a bigger way.
Really well said. Thank you so much. So I think we're going to wrap it up here. So both Dr. Tess and I, we want to remind you, again, like Dr. Tess said, that we have so much knowledge these days, but knowledge without action is useless, right?
Yes.
So we want to urge you to take this opportunity to really embrace this knowledge and take the recommended actions that our experts are offering. And it will absolutely make a big difference in your health and your enjoyment of your life. And the healthier you become, the better your life becomes, and the better everyone you touch life becomes as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Tess. That was fantastic.
Thank you, Rico.